Hello nerds! Welcome to the first episode and the launch of LARPhouse, a web series and online community dedicated to the enrichment of the hobby of LARP, but also dedicated to benefiting creative people everywhere. So of course, the first question is, what is LARP? As many of you have probably Googled, the definition of LARP is a type of interactive role-playing game in which the participants portray characters through physical action, often in costume and with props. LARP stands for live action role-playing. We dress up, we play characters, we fight each other, and we do magic according to the rules of the game. Now there are many games and many styles of game. I'm going to give you a couple of examples of organizations that are in this community. On the heavy combat side of LARP, we have the practical LARPs. Practical meaning if you can't do the thing, then neither can your character. These experiences include SCA and reenactments, or historically accurate LARP. They use real dull weapons, real armor, and they are full contact. Sometimes there are broken bones. These guys are really hardcore, and it's kind of awesome. There are some who say that SCA people and reenactment people are not LARPers, however, they do bleed over into the LARP community. On the storytelling side of the spectrum is story-only LARP. These are things like murder mystery parties in which you go, you experience a story and you roleplay, but combat is either non-existent or it is simulated. The escape rooms that have become so popular now are a perfect example of story-only LARP. And in the middle of the spectrum is Boffer LARP, so named because the weapons that we use are made out of foam and we call those Boffers. My background is in Boffer LARP, and the communities that I participate in are Boffer LARPs. Now within Boffer LARP, there's a whole mess of different styles. For example, Belagarth is a heavy combat, low roleplay, live action battle game. They are also a practical LARP, meaning, remember, if you can't do the thing, then neither can your characters. Amtgard is another heavy combat LARP, although fantasy is more of an element. Roleplay is optional and rare. These are both more battle strategy games. My style is fantasy Boffer LARP with medium combat and heavy roleplay. These are the kinds of vanilla LARPs that you see in movies like Role Models and Knights of Badassdom. But LARPing for me is more than categories and subcategories. It's pretending, it's a sport, it's camaraderie, it's art. It is a collaborative storytelling and gaming experience that an entire community of people pours time, energy, talent, and money into creating entire game worlds for their friends to explore. So after explaining what LARP is to a person, the question that I inevitably get is, who are these people and why do they do that? People who LARP tend to be intensely creative, driven, and passionate, and intelligent, and adventure-seeking. So pretty much anyone can fall under this category. As to why a person would LARP, let's take a look.
Oh gosh, there's so much. The drama. I love the drama.
I love that I got a chance to use piercings and do the whole punk thing. Very different from what I'm used to it.
It's fun to play that slightly smirky, sort of cheeky action hero type of character.
It's the stupid accent, and she just doesn't take anything seriously except when she does. And she just wants to be friends with everybody. Like she doesn't care. She just wants to be friends with everybody. It gives me an opportunity to be snarky and witty and one-linery and a little more confident.
Catharsis, that's the short answer. And it really works. It helps me a lot. Gets me out of some negative head places. Refreshes.
What are the reasons you should LARP? For a creative outlet, to explore your emotional range, to participate in fantastical adventures, to make friends, and to have fun outdoors. So how do you get started? Well, the first step is to find a list of LARPs that are in your area, and there is a great website called larping.org that does that for you. You just have to go to www.larping.org/LARPs, and it's a Google Maps page that will give you a list of the registered LARPs in your area. On that list, you will find information about the LARP, possibly its website, or a way to contact a member of staff, and that's your starting point. Since joining the LARP community, I have made friends that have changed my life for the better and who I will keep with me till the end of my days. It is for them and the wonderful creative people like them that I started this web series, LARPhouse. Every week we are either going to provide you with tutorials on everything from prop making to makeup, or provide you with discussions about LARP theory. To find out more about us, or if you want to become a backer and keep the show going, because we really do depend on you guys, go to www.patreon.com/larphouse. There are really cool rewards for people who subscribe for a little more. Or like us on Facebook. We are facebook.com/larphouse. We're also on Instagram as thelarphouse. We will see you next week with a tutorial about a makeup prosthetic that is very easy to apply. Remember, like us, subscribe to us, fight with us.